If you woke up tomorrow with nothing, no money, no savings, no investments, no reputation, just your health, your mind, and the clothes you're wearing, would your financial life be over? Most people quietly believe it would be. They think wealth is something you either build early or you miss forever. That if you fail late in life, the door closes for good. That belief is wrong. And it's one of the most dangerous ideas people ever accept. Because the truth is this: wealth is not created by youth. It's not created by luck. And it's not created by connections. It's created by principles. And principles don't expire. If I lost everything at 70 years old, every dollar, every asset, every advantage, I am completely confident I could rebuild meaningful financial security from zero. Not because of who I am, not because of special access, but because of how wealth actually works. And that's what most people never learn. This isn't a motivational fantasy. It's not about getting rich fast. It's not about risky bets or perfect timing. It's about discipline, clarity, and doing the right things in the right order, consistently. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how I would rebuild from nothing at 70. Step by step. No shortcuts, no hype. And whether you're 30, 40, 50, or already behind, these are the same principles that work at any age, from any starting point. Let's begin. If I lost everything at 70 years old, no money, no investments, no business interests, just my knowledge and experience, I would not panic. I would rebuild. Not because rebuilding is easy, but because wealth follows predictable rules. And those rules don't change with age. I've spent years thinking about this scenario, not as a hypothetical, but as a way to test my understanding of wealth. If all advantages are stripped away, what truly remains? What actually creates financial security from nothing? The answers are simpler than most people expect, and harder to execute than most are willing to admit. Before outlining the steps, let me share a real story. Decades ago, I knew a man who had built a successful retail business in his 40s. He lived comfortably, owned multiple stores, and appeared financially secure. Then the economy shifted, his industry changed, and within 2 years, everything collapsed. Bankruptcy, divorce, debt. At 48, he was starting over with nothing. Most people in that situation give up. They accept a diminished future and carry bitterness for the rest of their lives. He didn't. He looked honestly at what he still had: knowledge of retail operations and long-standing supplier relationships. He started consulting small retailers, charging very little at first. He lived modestly, saved aggressively, and invested every spare dollar carefully. 10 years later, he was a millionaire again. By 70, he was wealthier than he had ever been before. That outcome wasn't luck. It was discipline. Step 1. Accept the loss. Briefly, the first thing I would do after losing everything is pause for one day. One day to acknowledge the loss. One day to process the disappointment. One day to let go of what's already gone. Then I would move forward. People fail to rebuild because they either suppress the emotional impact and burn out later, or they stay trapped in regret and never act. Neither approach works. Acknowledgement, then action. Step 2. Take inventory of what still exists. Wealth does not start with money. It starts with other forms of capital: skills, knowledge, time, health, mental clarity, relationships. Every skill you've ever learned stays with you. Every lesson earned through experience becomes more valuable over time. A 70-year-old has insights a younger person simply doesn't. Time may be limited, but even 10 to 20 productive years is enough to build real security when used correctly. Mental clarity matters more than physical strength. Health must be protected. Relationships provide support and opportunity. These assets form the foundation of rebuilding. Step 3. Stabilize first. Before thinking about wealth, I would secure survival: food, housing, utilities, transportation. At 70, Social Security might provide a baseline. Beyond that, I would take any legitimate work available. Part-time, consulting, gig work, service work, without ego. Pride destroys recovery. Cash flow creates options. I would cut expenses to the absolute minimum. Cheapest safe housing. No subscriptions. No unnecessary spending. Simple meals. Free resources. Every dollar saved is a dollar that can work for the future. Step 4. Create surplus income. Survival isn't enough. Wealth requires surplus. Income comes from solving problems for others, not from titles or credentials. Handyman work. Admin support. Tutoring. Pet care. Driving. Teaching skills. Running errands. The form doesn't matter. Creating value does. I would start immediately, then improve continuously. Higher value services, better efficiency, better pricing. Step 5. Invest immediately. Even small amounts, I would begin investing right away, even with tiny amounts. Not for returns, but for discipline. Investing is a skill. Mistakes are inevitable. Better to learn them cheaply. Regular investing builds habit. Habit builds wealth. At 70, investments would be conservative. Stable companies, long histories, reliable cash flow. No speculation. No leverage, no excitement. Preservation matters more than upside. Step 6. Focus relentlessly on income growth. Early investment returns are small. Income growth matters more. Every dollar added compounds over time. I would constantly ask how to earn more. Better services, scalable income, writing, courses, content. Scalable income matters because it continues even when energy declines. Step 7. Protect what you build. Diversification. No concentration. No leverage. No investments I don't fully understand. Health protection becomes non-negotiable. Insurance matters. One setback can erase years of effort. Step 8. Stay patient. Compounding feels slow until it isn't. Most people quit before acceleration begins. Even starting late, consistent investing over a decade can create real security. The psychological battle: ego, fear, regret, envy. These destroy more rebuilds than financial mistakes. The solution is humility. Focus on process and celebrating progress, no matter how small. Final truth. The principles to rebuild at 70 are the same at any age. Spend less than you earn. Increase income. Invest consistently. Avoid catastrophic loss. Stay patient. The best time to start was years ago. The second best time is now. Take one step today. Wealth isn't built by dramatic moves, but by small, consistent actions repeated over time. There is no secret, only discipline, consistency, and time.